All right. Salute what us up, everybody. It's your boy P Rose back at you with another one. And today, man, we're gonna have an interesting conversation. We're gonna be talking about the man they call Kwame Brown and everything. It's gonna be literations and everything. Um, you know. So get up and everybody get up, doing all these things and everything. Uh got everything going on. We're gonna talk about Kwame Brown, man. And what's been going on and everything. Uh as many of you know, Kwame Brown has been in the news recently. Not recently. Well, he came back on the scene about 9, 10 weeks ago, mid to late May. Um, you know, and it all started with Steven Jackson. It started with Steven Jackson and Matt Barnes' podcast, All the Smoke. And it started when Jeannie Buss. It started when Jeannie Buss was on there, and they mentioned the Paul Gasol trade, and uh, Steven Jackson took a pot shot. Well, took a pot shot basketball wise. Saying, "Oh, it was a one man trade," even though there's multiple people involved. Um, what's up, DJ? So that started, and then the next podcast episode, um, they had they had Gilbert Arenas, no chill Gil, and like they brought up Kwame Brown, when he got to Washington, and how that situation, and how it was perceived. I didn't think personally, he was taking necessarily a shot at Kwame, because he did say some good stuff about him, but he did, disparage his basketball acumen and everything, and how how he handled the situation, and I understand that. And then after that, that's when Kwame Brown, who's been had a YouTube channel for about a year and a half now, um, that's when Kwame Brown made a response that went viral, and at first, I was agreeing with them and everything. I was like, you know, I was like, yeah, you're defending yourself, after years of being called a bust and everything. You're standing up for yourself, man. That's what's up and everything. And then, Charlemagne the God ignorantly said something stupid about his family that was all the way out of pocket. And, he was rightfully roasted too. And then, and it was all good and everything. And, we heard about, the Becky with the good hair, Stephen A. Smith and everything, Zaddy's boy. He started coming up with all these euphemisms and everything, with the mama's cooking and everything. And it was all good and gravy at first, but then as the weeks have passed by, it's been more or less about he's been more or less profiting off the drama, bringing in, the black, having, bringing in primarily the black Skip Bayless and Carcino, two basically dudes that are known for, just trolling and hating. And the thing is, it's not that, I don't like Kwame or nothing like that. I agree with a lot of the stuff he says. Like a lot of the stuff he says, I agree with. When he says the stuff about, society's not raising men, and they're not raising real men, they're raising this effeminate type male. Oh, I agree with that wholeheartedly. When he's talking about the stuff in schools that they're being teach, how we're being indoctrinated and everything, how everything's just indoctrinated into our kids, and the kids can't think for themselves and everything, and that stuff. And these are some of his other videos he was talking about. I agree with all of that. I think the thing is, I think his heart and his mind is in the right place. I just don't understand all this excess stuff. I don't understand. And I'm not here to disparage him or nothing. I'm just giving you my thoughts. I don't understand it. Like, I'm just keeping it a buck, keeping it 100. I don't understand it. I really don't. And I like to talk to him because I don't understand it. I don't understand why you gotta. I don't understand, why you gotta keep bringing up Stephen A. Smith when all he talked about was basketball. Now, was he ruthless when he mentioned you in basketball and everything? Was he really just ruthless and everything? And he's ruthless to a lot of black athletes. But I'm like, if it's true, why you get mad? And so he doesn't do the same to white athletes and everything. My thing is how many white athletes are in the spotlight like that, and how many white and like literally because they don't cover baseball like that, they don't cover hockey like that, they cover football and basketball mainly, college and professional. So they ain't just on you like that. And if he is critical, and he has been critical of white athletes, Derek Carr, that beef they had him and Derek Carr and Max Kellerman and Stephen A. They had a couple years back. He's been critical of Tim Tebow religiously back in 2011 when Skip Bayless was there. So I don't want to hear. So I don't want to hear that. Now there may be a deeper motive and everything. Now Stephen A. comes out and says, "Well, I wake up every day, deciding, that I want to make more money. I want to figure out how to make my bosses more money and see, how much I can make." Now, what he said there was just absolutely stupid. I'm like, what person wakes up thinking, "Oh yeah, I want to make my bosses more money. I really want, what's it called? My boss is the head, the CEO. I want to make, if he's a billionaire, I really want to make him a trillionaire." What kind of person thinks like that? So I understand what he's saying. But when it comes to him and Stephen A. talking about him, I don't understand it because was he lying? And I don't want to hear this part 36, man, because the people that he hanging around with, I can pull up video after video of him saying, "Oh, when the black Skip Bayless was defending Kobe Bryant, from the Bronzexuals that was coming on the channel, I remember him religiously saying, 'Oh yeah, no, Kwame, he played with Kwame Brown and Smush Parker, scrubs.'" Like, and if the black Skip Bayless sees this, bro, he can't act like this didn't happen. What's up? What's up, Trudy King? So, I don't understand why I don't understand why he's getting mad. I'm not, I'm not gonna hate him for it. I just don't understand. And I wish he would clarify, why is he perpetuating this? Because people feed off the drama and everything. People feed off the drama and everything. You know, and the crazy thing is Kwame has a good head on his shoulders. He has a wealth of life knowledge that he could be passing down and everything. Instead he's doing this, everything, Zaddy's boy and everything. Even the video, because I'm subscribed to his channel, man. I don't even watch the videos where he's talking about people. I only watch the videos where he's like having live panels because he's actually talking about. He needs to focus on that. And I'm not, it don't make sense for a 20-year-old kid to be telling a 40-year-old grown man what to do. And I'm not trying to do that. No, nothing like that. What's up, Taj? I ain't trying to do that. But you want to say, okay, we got to do this you don't want to see black men arguing, but you steady arguing, doing this stuff, perpetuating drama, because that's what it really is. The whole Hassan Campbell thing. My thing is, how can you applicably assume, that, oh, his apology, he was just doing it for clout, his apology ain't real, and he came on your panel. You didn't force him to. He willingly came on to, and you said, "Oh no, that's like that." And at the end of the day, man, that's between you and God. That's all I got to say. That's between you and God. But I don't get it. Like you like the dude has a good head on his shoulders. He has knowledge to give. It's just some of the stuff. It's just certain things I don't agree with. Not hating. It's just certain things I don't agree with. A lot of the stuff he says, and you got to watch his older videos. He has really good points. I just wish he would expound on them. Like really expound on them. Have like a live seminar, and just expound on those good points that he's always made. Because he's not a dumb person. He's not dumb. But this other stuff, man, you can't be. I just feel like it's gonna backfire because you're not gonna mention. Oh shit! You're not gonna mention you're not gonna mention the fact that when you was in Washington and those people for the Washington Post were disrespecting you personally, talking about how you couldn't wash clothes and everything, and how you basically had to have a babysitter at 18 and 19, coming out of high school because because you didn't know how to do basic life things. And you had people writing about that and for the Washington Post, which is a national, not just a local, but a national newspaper. We're not gonna talk about them. We're not gonna talk about the stuff that your coach did to you that may have hindered you. But we're gonna talk about Michael Jordan and everything. My thing is, I just and that's none of my business. Maybe he has a reason for not talking about it. Maybe there's some stuff going on behind the scenes. But I'm like, if you surround yourself and perpetuate drama like you're doing, it's not going to end well. You know, I thought you're literally just going to perpetuate and prognosticate, you know, a negative outcome. And I know that's not your goal, and I know that's not your thesis, and everything, because I know your thesis is to, educate and empower these black men and black women. And I know that you stand strong and you are 10 toes down in what you believe in. And I respect that. It's just these minute things that you're doing with the whole drama and everything, calling people out their names. I'm like, is it really that significant? Like, do you like why do you care about Stephen A, mentioning your name for like a 7 minute conversation at a few colleges a decade ago? Because common sense thing, I'm like, the dude didn't spend the whole 4 hour seminar talking about you. He was talking about other things. I've actually watched a couple of them. You need to watch the whole things. You just see video clips. You brought up the fact that he's disparaging. You brought up the fact that he was mad that he said all that stuff about Jamarcus Russell. Well, he was right. Jamarcus Russell was the same dude that they said blank videotapes that had no film on it, and just to see if Jamarcus Russell would realize. And he came back and said, "Oh yeah, he watched all the tape and saw all the plays when there was nothing on it." Being an idiot, eating 400 donuts a day, doing that BS, man. You know. But I digress, man. And I say it's not. I don't mean to rant, but like, you know, it's just why is it really that big of a deal? Because I don't know who the go along get along gang is. I don't know who the elders are. You're using these euphemisms and everything to describe something. I like specifics. I don't care what YouTube says. You can't mention who. You can't do this. I don't care. I want to know who the go along get along gang. I am 20 years old. I'm trying to do my own thing. I need you to give me specifics on who to go along get a gang. Who's the leader? Who's everything in the go along get along gang? What do I need to avoid? About to go along, get on along gang. Who are these elders that I might need to talk to if I'm trying to do something for the community? I need to know specifics. I don't need you to use euphemisms and these eccentric slander words and everything. I don't need you to do this because like you have great points, but I'm like, are you maximizing those points to your best ability? That's the thing. And the stuff you don't know about coding, technology stuff, shut up, bro. Like, shut up. If you don't know nothing about coding, if you don't know about, how to, reverse DDoS and everything, use parameter and everything with Python and CC plus and F sharp and everything. If you know nothing about that and how to, delineate and disseminate information through a particular code, don't talk about it because you had a dude on your panel that knew more about it than you do. And you kicked them off. I'm preaching harder than somebody saying amen, Lord. I'm just saying, and it's like, it's frustrating because I see your premise is on point. It's like I see it. I agree with everything. I agree with your premise. Your premise is on point. It's just, are you maximizing the direction of it? Is talking about Zaddy's boy, Stephen A. Smith. Is that your bread? Is that gonna be your bread and butter? or is it going to be maximizing the God-given ability that you have, to spread knowledge and everything, you know? Because, I know some people may have a problem with you know, listening to Candace Owens and talking about, them stuff and talking to Tommy Sotomayor and everything. Listen, I don't, my only issue with Candace Owens is that it's not what she says, it's how she says it. She comes across as and how black people feel as if she's demonizing her own race. Now, if you can get past that, yes, she has, there's certain things that she says that that are factual and she has stats to back them up. But if you're just gonna demonize and excoriate, you're not gonna uplift and encourage people to do better and everything, and you're just gonna put them down, like, no, you're not. It's not. Nobody's gonna listen to you. Yes, like yes. Now I'm not gonna get now. People shouldn't get mad. Nobody calling them settler and everything, and that's a whole nother conversation for another day. That's a whole nother conversation for another day. But I'm like, where is where's how are you gonna maximize your direction of your premise moving forward? Because the foundation of it is good. It's just how are you gonna direct it? And that's what I don't understand about Kwame Brown. This is not me hating or anything like this. I don't. It's not really just saying, people be like, you just hating on Kwame Brown. I don't understand it, bro. That's the thing. I don't understand it. So if Kwame Brown sees this video, help me, because I don't understand why you gotta talk about Stephen A. all day, and why you gotta bring up stuff that happened decades plus ago. Because at the end of the day, it really don't matter. He's gonna continue to be a loudmouth. He's gonna continue to bloviate and prognosticate and scream blasphemous all day long. He's gonna be a loudmouth, chirp, 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 chirp. Same as Skip Bayless, same as Shannon Sharp, same as Rob Parker, same as Chris Broussard, and his LeBron takes and everything. Same as Nick Wrong. Same as all these other people, same as Jason Whitlock, but same as all these people, they are gonna continue to run their mouth. Nothing you say and everything, you can tell you call about the going along good old game. Zaddy's boy, Zaddy's girl, Zaddy's everything, Zaddy, 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 Zaddy. You can talk about all this stuff, bro, but it's not gonna it's not gonna stop them. So help me understand, what is the foundation of your premise and everything. What is your end game? Because all I see, and maybe I'm just an ignorant, maybe it's just my ignorance and everything, because all I see is every other day you talk about Kwame, you talk about Stephen A. Smith, you talk about this person to sell out, this person, bitch ass nigga than this person doing this and everything. And I'm like, it's less and less about, like what we can actually do to better ourselves and everything. And I'm not gonna say you don't talk about it, because you do, but it's not but like on YouTube, how YouTube is promoting this, I don't even know if you see this. YouTube is not promoting it how you see it, like your premises. They're not promoting your premises, your bottom line, your agenda, your actual beliefs and ethics that you talk about and that I agree with and I respect. They're not promoting that. They're promoting the videos that they're promoting, and it's getting the most views, is the videos you talking about Zaddy's boy and all this. You going back and forth to people because people like drama. People feed off that stuff and everything. The other videos ain't doing the other videos where you're actually speaking genuine facts and you actually have God-given knowledge on certain subjects. They're not getting the same amount of views. And I don't know if you know this, but that's a clear disparity. If my videos with arguing about people over trivial BS is getting 3 times the amount of views as the videos that I'm speaking actual facts, doesn't that ring a bell in your brain that that's a problem? Doesn't that ring a bell in that, like, in everything? But I digress, man. I digress because it's I don't know. I'm finna drop the link if you want to come in. You know,
You can give it to I done did my ranting for today. So I'm gonna drop the link. Hopefully somebody comes in so I can have a good conversation. But I digress. So link is in, man. And I'm gonna keep it a buck. I am not gonna lie. In the past, like I watched the Kwame Brown roast videos that Stephen A did, and I'm not gonna lie, I thought they were hilarious. I literally thought they was hilarious. I was full with the crowd. Like those videos came out, I was in grade school, bro. And I thought they was hilarious. I still watch it now. Like literally, it was hilarious to see, Stephen A say, Kwame Brown, he's a bona fide scrub. And I was like, I thought it was hilarious. Because I was watching First Take every day as a kid when I got as every day as a kid. So, can't get mad at me, you know? And I'm like, it's like because like when people call you a bust, they ain't talking about your life. So I don't know where you got that from. They're talking about your ability where you were drafted compared to your contemporaries in your own league. Because remember, the NBA is the ultimate meritocracy. You are judged and critiqued based off your ability and how well you perform. And no, it don't matter that and I understand that that I did my research. I understand that he had issues early on in his career and things that hindered him. But at the end of the day, you know the facts are the facts. Compared to your contemporaries, you did not live up to the standard of what was expected of you. And in a meritocracy society, well, I gotta say that I said that the wrong way. Meritocracy society, thank God, a regular say. In that type of society, they don't care about what happened, everything. You were critiqued and judged. They called Greg Oden the bust. Was Greg Oden a bad player? No, he just had injury problems. Anthony Bennett bust and everything. And I understand your frustration. They don't talk about you're one of the most maligned busts in NBA history and everything. But I understand that I understand what it's like to be the brunt of jokes. Shit, she freaking 12 years of school, like shoot school, like I can't compare this. Me getting jumped almost every day in school for being until I actually grew into my own body and everything. I had my growth spurt. Me getting jumped and scrutinized in school almost every day for 3 straight years and everything. That's nothing compared to what you went through. And I'm not and I understand that that may have it may have hurt you and everything, and you may have some incendiary feelings because of that towards a lot of people, mainly Stephen A. Smith and everything. And I understand that because nobody deserves to be the brunt of jokes and everything. But I don't think people. The thing is, people were laughing. People were laughing. The video went viral not really because of you and everything. It's just because how he said it. It's just like because when Stephen A. rants and everything, that crowd can be hilarious. The Lamar Odom thing when he said who was on crack and everything, that was hilarious. I laughed at that because it came out of nowhere. Who was on crack? You know. But I understand, how how people can build a certain perception, and that perception can become somebody else's reality. And it shouldn't be that way, but I understand it. And I'm not here to say you was maligned or nothing, or doing anything like that, but you know I'm just saying, is that like, are you gonna let that pass anger, probably vitriol, because you probably got some of that in your heart. You might say you don't, but if it's every day that you got to mention this man's name and everything, and he has a bigger following than you and everything, um, I don't know what it is. I'm not gonna accuse you of clout chasing, Because I have no applicable proof. I can't. I know other people have said that you're cloud chasing and everything. I have no applicable proof to prove that, so I'm not going to say that. What I will say is that what is the direction of your premise? What is the direction of your thesis? The original thesis that I saw like in your earlier videos, because I've watched them, and I agree with a lot of the stuff you said. And you formed a thesis and strong beliefs and everything, powerful beliefs, and how we should be raising powerful men, not effeminate men. We should be raising our boys and raising our girls in a way that they can be successful, in this life. I agree with everything you said about that. And I thought that was your thesis. I just didn't know that you I just right now I'm just confused. That's just my honest thoughts, man. That's really just my honest thoughts on that. No hate and nothing. I really want to have a conversation because I really want you to tell me, and if I got something wrong, just tell me because I don't understand, bro. Like I'm a pacifist at heart. I am a pass. I don't. I'm not drama. I hate doing that. I don't like none of the stuff. It bothers me when I see when I see black people arguing. It bothers me when I see black people killing black people and everything. It bothers me when I see all that stuff. I don't want to see, bro. I don't want to see you bickering and bickering and demeaning somebody on TV, on YouTube, and basically trying to emasculate him publicly for what? What does that accomplish? Like, you're not accomplishing anything. You know. But I digress. That's my thoughts. But I'm a I'm gonna head out, man. I got homework to do. So. Anyway, it's your boy P Rose, man. I'll see you on the next one.